In this video, I'm going to show you how to install an ohagin low profile vent for your flat tile roof. Ohagins are a low profile vent. Whether you use ohagins or any other manufacturer, the concept is similar. These look real nice on the roof. It doesn't stick up like a dormer, and they do a great job venting. The venting area for these range anywhere between 72 to about like 110. Look at the manufacturer and look at the exact specifications, but they have pretty much just as much venting area as a dormer. However, they look a lot sleeker on the roof, so we prefer to use these when possible. Always make sure to follow these details when installing it, because anytime you make a penetration on the roof, you risk a leak unless it's done properly. Let me show you how to properly install these to make sure it's leak-free. The first thing we want to do is install our base flashing. Ohagins always come with it. This is something that the manufacturer makes, so whether you're using an ohagin or any other type of low profile vent, you want to make sure you grab the base flashing that comes with it. What this does is it allows the underlayment to be waterproof. So in case there's any water that gets in from higher up on the field and travels along the underlayment, this is going to divert the water around it. We have an opening right here. I'm just going to install it right over this. If you're installing a real world scenario, you want to make sure that this is actually cut open and you have sheeting up here. Just for this case, I'm just going to throw this on here, but always make sure to have the roof opening here to maximize your venting area. Once you install this, you want to pretty much waterproof it just like you would any other penetration or any other flashing on your roof, like a pipe flashing, ensuring that it's waterproof. Anytime we're using self-adhered underlayment, we'll want to prime it very lightly with an asphalt primer to ensure best adhesion. And you can also prime the existing underlayment. And once this dries, we're ready to install our underlayment and get going with the flashing. All right, I've got our underlayment pre-cut already. I generally like to leave a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch gap between the flashing and underlayment to allow for proper drainage. So I'm just gonna roughly align it here and start removing the underlayment. I generally like to hold the underlayment in place as I'm pulling it out. And it's as simple as that. One thing you do want to ensure is that the top of the underlayment is properly lapped. You want to make sure that the roll on top comes on top of this bottom roll and always properly lapping it going down. In this demonstration, I'm not going to do that just because we already have this installed, but generally you would install this piece, then continue up from here. Now that we've got our underlayment installed, what I want to do is start installing the tiles and the vent itself. What you want to do is there's this piece of metal right here. You want to bend this down, and what this is going to do is actually act as a clip and clip on to the top of this tile to prevent wind uplifts. So you just want to align it to where you need it to go. All right, that's it. You just want to make sure you've aligned it. Now, we can hold off on putting nails for now until we've slid in our tiles. What you want to do is mark out the center line of your base flashing, and that's marked out right here. Then you want to mark out essentially the edge of this ohagin vent or the low profile vent that you're using. So I've got 14 inches. It's a total of 28 inches. Dividing that into two, we're going to mark out 14 inches, and this is what we marked out here. Now what we want to have is our tile coming in 3 inches past that point, which is this lip right here, between the vent and the edge of the flashing. That's 3 inches right there. So you can do anywhere between 2.5 to 3. And so that's the edge of our vent. I've marked in another 3 inches, and we have 8 inches right there. I would recommend not nailing the vent down until you have the tile installed. One thing you want to ensure is the front edge of this vent lines up with the bottom of this tile. So this is where you want to have it. This bend right here aligns with this edge. One thing you want to ensure is that your center lines line up. What I like to do is just mark out where the center of the tile is going to be. Now I'm also using my chalk line to align this tile and align the vent accordingly. And that's pretty much a wrap. Now, Once we have these tiles installed, keep in mind that we're pretty much keeping the same overlap over our tiles as we do the vents, and that's what ensures the waterproofing on this top side. And also remember that our underlayment is fully waterproof, so in case there's any water coming in from up here, that base flashing is going to do a perfect job in waterproofing, as well as this top flashing. Now that you have your vent installed and everything completed, the last thing that is up to kind of installer discretion is painting it. Ohagin does have pre-painted vents, which we always recommend using because the factory finish is going to be a lot better than a spray painted finish on site. For this demonstration, we just use the galvanized flashing, but I would always recommend to install a pre-painted Ohagin vent. And if not, if you're using galvanized, you can spray paint it either before or after installation, totally up to you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. We have a bunch of other videos for flat tile roof installation tutorials. If we're missing something, let us know and we'd like to fill it out for you. Thanks for watching.